Elias. I'm here to present on the new smart economy today, and also on two use cases, particularly on one of the use cases which I'm working on. So a little bit about Neo. Neo is a fully fledged smart contract platform designed to build a scalable network of decentralized applications. Currently, it is the second most built upon protocol behind Ethereum, which is about 200 to 300 decentralized applications being built on Neo. It is the largest and the first blockchain project in China founded by Da Hongfei. Da Hongfei actually did the project. One of his reasons was that he saw Ethereum and found and thought of a way to improve it. And also, we also have, notably, part of our smart economy is Neo Global Capital, which I mentioned earlier over the panel, which was the best performing crypto hedge fund in China in 2018. So with the Neo platform, we run on the delegated Byzantine fault tolerance, and the fault tolerance is 66%. To elaborate further, with Bitcoin requires about 51% majority for things to be pushed through, but for the Neo consensus, it requires 66%, where delegates are voted in by the democratic population, and 66% is required for a proposal to go through. Interestingly, with the Neo and the Neo token smart contract platform, what's interesting about Neo is that there are two tokens, and Neo has taken on what we call a dual token model. So we have the Neo token, which is a non-divisible token representing a stake in the platform, which generates gas tokens. And holding on to the Neo token will give holders the ability to vote on future protocol changes. Comparatively with Ethereum, the Ethereum token and the gas token is the Ethereum token itself, but when it came to Neo, the founders of Neo decided that for the divisible token, they would use gas instead. And gas is used to pay for transaction fees generated by applications on the network. So the Neo token is the asset token, and the gas token is the transaction fee token. And in some ways, some people have construed that gas is almost like a dividend, although it is not a dividend, generated on the Neo, generated for Neo token holders. And I'd like to bring to the community's attention some differences between Neo, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. One of that is the conflict of interest issue, which not many people are actually aware of, because Bitcoin and Ethereum miners process transactions, but however, it is known that they favor the larger transactions, and transactions that do not pay the miners as much go into the mempool, and you can wait for as long as you want for your transaction to be processed, and therefore it can be said that Bitcoin favors the rich, because the Bitcoin consensus nodes can refuse a transaction. There is a form of a conflict of interest, and however, with Neo, there's not much of a conflict of interest because consensus nodes do not favor larger transaction fees. The consensus nodes will propose the next version of the next block, and the consensus nodes under Neo also do need to wait for approval from miners as well. Neo only needs one confirmation for a transaction to be approved, as opposed to Bitcoin 6 and Ethereum's 20 approvals. In terms of the state of decentralization, many people have accused Neo of actually being completely centralized. However, there are actually more consensus nodes that actually process transactions than actually, if we look at the de facto reality, if we strip everything to its core, Ethereum and Bitcoin, under its proof of work mechanism, is controlled by three major parties, and that actually makes Neo more decentralized than Bitcoin and Ethereum. And also, as I mentioned earlier over the panel, that NEO is about 1,000 transactions per second now. We are looking to scale to about 100,000 transactions by 2020. So this is a good figure compared to Bitcoin 7 and Ethereum's 15-second transaction speed. In terms of some of the updates, NEO is looking at some distributed storage this year, and they are not rewriting, but they're optimizing the consensus algorithm this year as well. And there will be also a DEF CON from actually not the 16th, but it will be the 15th to about the 17th of February. The NEO ecosystem is very vibrant. There are many active community members on NEO who are building on NEO, who go to the hackathons to learn on how to do smart contracts, to learn about the decentralized application. So we are not just a coin that has been traded, a token that has been traded, but people are actually going to the hackathons to build on the smart economy ecosystem. So currently, these are older figures, but we have 317,000 followers on Twitter and on Reddit. You can follow our Reddit. We have about 97,000 followers. So we do have quite a strong community, and we are looking at maturation, where we're moving towards a process of maturation from the period of speculation where everybody was just buying to speculate on the coin, but many of the decentralized applications that have been building are coming out of their products soon, and we will actually see a functioning smart economy, as opposed to a proposed smart economy as we had seen in 2017 and 2018. At the City of Zion, I'm going to turn to two use cases on the NEO blockchain. And I will be bringing the City of Zion to attention because the City of Zion are the ones who have been building and maintaining the NEO blockchain. So I think their projects would be of interest because they know the NEO blockchain best. They build the token standards. They also are the ones improving the consensus algorithm and are the ones processing transactions as well as consensus nodes. So this is a project that I'm a part of as well, and we plan to build a decentralized smart economy workforce. So these are my core team members. They built the NEP5 tokens, and then Tyler wrote the primary consensus algorithm document for the NEO blockchain as well. We have a good board of advisors as well. We're backed by NGC, by New Global Capital. So we have Ethan, who is the founder and the creator of the Neon wallet as well, on our team as well. Well, in terms of the use case, this is what we actually plan to solve. I mean, this is a lot of the bullshit that we saw last year. On LinkedIn, I'd see people stating that they have 40 years of Bitcoin experience. We had people on LinkedIn saying that they have 4 Harvard PhDs, and we have somebody who says they have 2,000 years of fintech experience. And this is the bullshit that we are solving. This is all the nonsense that we see with the various ICOs that we saw last year, and people who are claiming on LinkedIn that they have this experience, but actually the experience is over-exaggerated, over-inflated. So the real use case actually solves this problem. We do not just upload their resumes, or we do not just upload their said experience to the blockchain. They actually have to do work on the blockchain. So when they do work on the blockchain, their real work gets published to the blockchain. So there's no more, I have a Harvard PhD and therefore you should hire me, and therefore we are solving the issue of trust in the hiring system and contributing to the smart economy workforce, where there is a trustless workforce system. So the question is, how do we trust who we are hiring? How it works is that the employer will create a task in the decentralized system, and the employee will bid for the task, and they will resolve the task. And every task is completed by the employee is published to the blockchain, and it gets stored on the blockchain. That's where the blockchain's properties are actually utilized. And the skills required for the completed tasks are locked in, and the person's domain-specific capabilities, their skills are then represented on the blockchain, and they are stored there for everybody to see. So that's how skilled you are. That's actually how good you are. I don't care if you have a Harvard PhD. If you couldn't do the job well, you didn't do the job well. So that's Moonlight. And we have the Neon Exchange. The Neon Exchange is launching soon. They plan to have a very fast and very quick system. They have an off-chain matching platform. They have an off-chain interface, and then beneath that interface is the settlement of payments. So this is a core Neo project as well that we are doing. Yep. So yeah, that's all. That's pretty much what I have to say currently in regards to the Neo ecosystem and how it's developing. Thank you.